Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome here into George Washington High School as we get ready for the high school basketball in 2025. First broadcast of the 2025 year for us on High School Game Day. Happy to have you with us here this evening as we get ready for this Mountain State Athletic Conference matchup between the George Washington Patriots, who are undefeated at 5-0 on the season, coming into tonight's matchup as they take on the Riverside Warriors, come in 2-3 on the season. Warriors coming off of a loss the last time out to Summit Christian Academy in a shootout, 65-60, after getting two straight wins on the year to get to 500 in the early part of the season still. They picked up those two wins over Oak Hill. And then in the first game of that shootout that they played in against Giles, Virginia, they come away with a dominant win, 82-46, after starting the year off with two losses to Preston and Cabell Midland. Patriots, on the other hand, again, as I mentioned, 5-0 on the season coming into tonight, fresh off of a win in Summersville over the Musselman Applemen, 57-36, a little less than a week ago. We get ready for this matchup between the Patriots and the Warriors. We'll step aside for another break, and then we'll get you the starting lineups when we return right after this on High School Game Day.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Back here at George Washington High School, we'll turn things over to PA extraordinaire Jason Smith with the starting lineups for both teams. First with the Riverside Warriors.
At guard, number 1, Isaiah Coles. At forward, number 3, Caden Ray. At guard, number 4, Josh Brock. At guard, number 5, Briar Mullins. At guard, number 11, Bryson Slack. The Warriors are coached by Jacob Belanti, Danny Hill, Neil Brown, and John Belanti. Now for the home team, the Patriots of George Washington High School. A 6'1" senior guard, number 2, Jeff Harris. A 6'7" junior forward, number 5, Noah Lewis. A 6'2" senior guard, number 11, Gail Lamb. A 6'1" junior forward, number 12, Chuck Kelly. A 5'11" junior forward, number 25, Matthew Mullen. The Patriots are coached by Rick Green, Ronnie Good, Taylor Wood, Chad Boyles, Luke Cassis, and Grant Mahler.
So again, your starting 5 as follows for each side for the Warriors in their black uniforms tonight with the white numbers and the purple and white trim. It'll be number 1, Isaiah Coles. Number 3, Caden Ray. Number 4, Josh Brock. Number 5, Briar Mullins. And number 11, Bryson Slack. Jacob Belanti in his second season leading this Warrior program is assisted by Danny Hill and John Belanti. For the Patriots, it'll be number 2, Jeff Harris. Number 5, Noah Lewis. Number 11, Gail Lamb. Number 12, Chuck Kelly. And number 25, Matthew Mullen. As we get ready to tip things off, Patriots will win the tip. The Patriots are coached by head coach Rick Green, who's 32nd year at the helm of this Patriot basketball team. He's assisted by Rodney Pruden, Taylor Woods, Chad Pullen, Louis Cassis, and Grant Bonner. Patriots with the opening possession here. Lewis with it on the left side baseline. Comes back inside the pin. A nice move to get to the basket, and Lewis will lay it up and in as he slices between the defense there to get to the basket. Face up, put it in, 2-0, Patriots on top. Harris guarding Coles as he makes his way down to the baseline, kicks back out. Three-pointer from the left side of the floor is off the mark there from Slack. Rebound tipped around. It'll be last touched there by the Warriors. Just along the sideline, or along the baseline there, out of bounds as he tried to get that rebound. Patriots quickly break the press up the floor to Matthew Mullen. Now they'll swing back out to Harris and set things up with Lamb. Lamb drives, gets to the baseline on the left side, jumper off the mark. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Kelly in the paint. Kelly gets to the basket, puts up a shot from the left block, and it's up and in. Job there by Chuck Kelly to track down that long rebound out near the free throw line and then fight his way back to the basket and get up in a good look there. 4-0 Patriots on top in this MSAC matchup between the Warriors and the Patriots. Again, happy to have you with us here in 2025 on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Adam Rogers, our Media Center crew, thank you for joining us tonight. Game originally was scheduled to be played yesterday afternoon, but a schedule change moved things up to tonight as we have a foul called on the floor there. It'll be on the Patriots' Gale Lamb. First for the team as well. Inbound goes to the left block. It'll come into Josh Brock. Brock will go back out behind the three-point line on the left side of the floor, working against Lamb. Gets inside the paint on the left side. Left a floater short. Rebound is snared by Chuck Kelly. Kelly pushes to Lamb. Now the Patriots will swing it to the right side of the floor and find its way into the hands of Noah Lewis. Lewis feeds to Kelly on the right block. Kelly kicks back out to Harris. Harris thought about it. Now will drive inside. Shot left short, but gets his own miss. Fights for positioning underneath and puts it up and in. Jeff Harris gets a shot to go. Couldn't get the first, but got the second chance try. Patriots up 6-0. A little more than 2 minutes into this first quarter. Jumper a little too long there from Coles. Patriots grab the miss and quickly attack the floor. Lewis with a beautiful move to get to the basket, and he'll lay it up and in. Lewis with his second basket. The Patriots lead 8-0, and a 30-second timeout for the Riverside Warriors. Going to talk things over as the Patriots have quickly jumped out to a big lead. Don't forget, again, this is our first basketball game of 2025, one of more than 50 games for you this basketball season, and you can catch all the action for free just by downloading the HD Media Plus app today. You can get tons of great free content by downloading that HD Media Plus app, available on all Apple, iOS, or Android platforms, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. And 8-0 our score, 5:32 to go, opening quarter. Patriots commanding so far in this opening 2.5 minutes of play. Mullins will swing over, and they'll work it over to the hands of Slack, then kick back over to the right wing for Brock. Brock thought about the three. Now we'll dish back out to Mullins. Mullins working against Matthew Mullen. Kick back out to Brock. Brock will drive to the basket. Excuse me, that's Coles. Coles drives his way to the basket and draws a foul on the Patriots. Second, and that'll be on Jeff Harris, his first. That will send Isaiah Coles to the free throw line. 7 of 9 from the stripe on the season is the junior guard. First free throw rattles around and out there. One more on the way for Coles. Really helps stuff the stat sheet for these Warriors as he puts the second one up and in. Gets the Warriors on the board now, make it 8-1. Patriots still with the lead, and will bring the basketball up the floor now. Coles 9 points per game, about 4.5 assists per contest, as well as 4.5 rebounds, as well as 6 assists. Patriots with some good passing around the perimeter, and then Chuck Kelly thought about it a little too long before deciding to take that dribble as he was driving toward the basket. Called for a traveling violation, and will head the other way. But again, Coles, as he gets ready to take the inbounds here, will, again, stuffs that stat sheet. Also averages a little more than 4 steals per game and shoots it pretty efficiently as well, 44% from the field. As his counterpart, Josh Brock, can't finish on the layup there, but then ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Patriots. So we go back to the Warriors as they try and settle things down here, trailing by 7, nearly halfway through this opening quarter. Harris providing some pressure on Coles as he brings it up. Nice feed down to the block to Brock, but couldn't finish through the contact. No whistle blows there, so no foul. Patriots come away with the basketball and head the other way. Lamb, spot up 3, top of the key, buries it. Lamb with his first basket. Patriots make it a double-digit lead now. 11-1, GW on top. Coles works his way from right to left on the floor, now drives to the basket on the left side, puts a shot up, and an offensive foul called. Great job by the Patriots there to take that charge. That is Coles, his first, team's first. And Warriors showing some full court pressure here. Patriots able to break it for a second and then turn it over. Coming away with it is Isaiah Coles. Coles then has his pass deflected and stolen away by Noah Lewis. Lewis with a long outlet pass up the floor to Kelly. Kelly gets to the bucket and lays it up and in. And I believe we have an injury timeout. Number 11, Bryson Slack going to check out. He came down grabbing at his ankle. So subbing in for him is number 10, Arik Booker. Patriots come away with a steal. Harris trying to go coast to coast with it. He'll lay it up and in off the right side of the glass. Harris has got 4 points now. The Patriots make it a 14-point lead and another timeout coming for the Warriors. This one a 60-second variety, so we'll step aside for a quick break with this break in the action. 3:16 to go opening quarter. It's been all Patriots so far in this one. 15-1 over the Warriors of Riverside. We're back with more after this. At Burke & Herbert Bank, we've been committed to supporting our communities for over 172 years. From helping local businesses grow to empowering families with tools to build their futures, we believe in making a difference where it matters most, right here at home. That's why we're proud to stand behind our local teams that embody the same values of hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Together, we're building stronger communities on and off the court. Burke & Herbert Bank is proud to provide service beyond expectations and is a member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Back here at George Washington High School, getting ready to restart action after a full timeout taken by the Warriors. Their second timeout in this opening quarter, trailing by 14. Again, just a lone free throw coming for Riverside from Isaiah Coles. Another steal here for the Patriots. Lewis in transition, flushes it with 2 hands down. Lewis with the steal and score. Patriots lead 17-1 now. And on the other end, bucket up and good for Josh Brock. Quickly on the other end, shot up no good from the Patriots, and Riverside will come the other direction. 2:33 to go in this first quarter, and Patriots lead now 17-3. We're trying to get that score bug fixed for you. As Lewis comes away with the basketball underneath. Quick pass up the floor to Kelly. Kelly through the contact and will lay it up and in. They got a 16-point advantage for the Patriots now. Up 19-3 with 2:10 to go opening quarter. Coles on the left side, dribbles inside the three-point line, picks it up, now dishes off to Briar Mullins. Mullins will back things back out now as the Patriots get ready to bring in a whole line change. 4 fresh bodies getting ready to come on for GW here in just a moment. Warriors swinging it around the outside still. Mullins backing down on Matt Mullen for the Patriots. Now we'll kick back out to Coles, and Coles will reset things with 1:38 to go, opening quarter. Coles drives down into the corner. Now we'll pull back out, kick over to Brock, back out near half court. Brock drives down the right side of the lane, kicks it, trying to go across the paint. Pass is stolen away by Kelly. Kelly with a feed inside for Lamb. Ball on the floor, and a kickball called against the Warriors. So it'll stay with GW on this end of the floor. And now here comes that line change. Savion Brown, DJ Spencer, Kai Martin, as well as Dominic Sprouse, all checking in for the Patriots. The lone starter staying out there is Noah Lewis. Kicking in the corner goes to Brown. Brown making his first appearance in nearly 3 games for the Patriots. Sprouse can't finish on the lay-in there, but Brown with an offensive rebound goes back up strong through the contact and in. Savion Brown going to try and convert on the and one as he'll head to the free throw line. 6'1" guard for the Patriots in his senior season. First free throw, the and one free throw up, and it is good. Make it 21-3. Again, it's been all Patriots in this opening 7 minutes of action. Pass into the corner. Drive along the baseline there by Mullins is kicked back out to Brock. Brock being tightly guarded by DJ Spencer. He'll get to the basket on the right side, and an offensive foul is called on the Warriors. That is the team's third. And that is Brock's first.
Possession, Patriots.
Second charge taken by the Patriots in this first quarter. Inbounds goes to Martin as the Warriors show some pressure. They got Brock to fall and then get up the court, pass in the corner. DJ Spencer buries the three-pointer from the left corner. They say that corner three is the easiest shot in basketball, and he made it look easy. Splash down, nothing but net from the left side. Patriots lead by 22 in this opening quarter. Good feed down there underneath for Caden Ray, but he can't finish off the left side. Patriots control the rebound, and Lewis brings it up. Nice feed to Brown. Brown feeds off underneath for Martin. Martin can't finish, and the Warriors will come the other way. Ball poked back into the backcourt. Savion Brown with the hustle play on the court, but the Warriors are able to control it back. Isaiah Coles kicks it up the court into the left corner. Drive to the basket there on Briar Mullins, and a foul going to be called on GW. It'll be the Patriots' third this quarter. And we'll get that on DJ Spencer for the hold. That'll send Briar Mullins shooting a pair at the line now. First one up and in. Just his 5th and 6th trips to the free throw line respectively this season in the first now 6 games for the Warriors. And he is 5 of 6 on the year from the charity stripe. Sprouse at the buzzer, just off the backboard, and no good. We head to the second, and it's all Patriots after one. 25-5 our score. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Second quarter underway. Patriots lead 25-5 after one. Warriors start with the ball here in the second quarter. Dante Williams checking in for the Warriors at that quarter change. Number 33 there underneath. Brock kicks into the corner to Booker. Booker working against Sprouse. Jumper from the left baseline won't fall. On the rebound, a foul called on the Patriots. It'll be the team's first here in this quarter. They're going to get Kai Martin. It'll be his first. They'll inbound into the backcourt to Coles, and he'll set the offense in motion now for the Warriors. Trying to get something started here in the second quarter after getting dominated in quarter number 1 by 20. Three-pointer from the right wing, left it a little short there from Briar Mullins. Patriots grab the miss and come the other way. Sprouse feeds to Lewis. Lewis kicks over to Spencer on the right wing. He'll drive through the paint, kick back out Lewis. Lewis drives toward the basket, spin move in the paint, and floats it up and in. Lewis with 8 points. Quickly up the other end. Warriors get it in the left corner. Now swing back out to Brock. Brock deep three. Buries it. Josh Brock with 5 points now for the Warriors. Feet underneath for Martin. Martin get that shot to fall. So Martin picks up his first basket. And a foul called back out near midcourt. That'll be on the Patriots' Noah Lewis. His first, team second.
That's Lewis's first foul, team second.
Patriots bring in some subs. Back out come the starters. Nice take there down the left side by Mullins, but he can't finish. Patriots grab the rebound and quickly come up the floor. Kelly kicks back out to Harris, swung over to the right side for Lamb. Lamb gets into the paint, and the keyhole jumper is up and good. Gail Lamb's got 5 points now here in this opening half. Patriots push the lead back out to 31-8 now. Three-pointer on the other end. Briar Mullins dials one up on the right side, and he'll knock it down, nothing but net. Make it back a 20-point game again, 31-11. Warriors showing some full court pressure. Patriots able to break it and get it into the front court. Lewis, spot-up jumper off the mark. Rebound tipped around, and it'll be last touched by the Warriors there underneath. Briar Mullins couldn't hang on to it. Knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be Patriot basketball. Kelly will inbound on the right side, get it into Lewis. Lewis spot up, foot on the three-point line, rolls around and out. Brock grabs the rebound, and the Warriors come the other direction. Even here in quarter number 2 after a 20-point lead for the Patriots after 1. A nice move there to get to the basket by Isaiah Coles, but couldn't finish on that little jumper from the baseline. Then on the other end, the Patriots quickly wasting no time. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Warriors, so it'll stay Patriot basketball on this end. Kelly back into Lewis once more. He'll spot up for 3 again, and this time buries it. Noah Lewis with 11 points now in this opening half. He's matched Riverside's total as a team in this opening half of play. 34-11, Patriots with a near steal there. Harris knocks into the backcourt, and Brock will grab it back for the Warriors to reset the offense. Nearly halfway through quarter number 2. Mullen comes up on Coles. Now Coles kicks into the corner for Brock. Brock three-pointer rolls around and rattles home. Josh Brock now with 8 points for Riverside. sub coming in for Riverside here is John Knapp. He'll replace Dante Williams. Inbound goes to Harris. Harris will work against Coles. Now kicked up to Mullins, now into the middle for Lewis. Lewis kicks back to Harris. Left corner three is up. Off the front of the iron, but Matthew Mullen gets a rebound for the Patriots. Kick out to Lamb. Lamb, top of the key three to the left of it. Long rebound comes out to Chuck Kelly. A couple of opportunities here for the Patriots with this possession. Lewis feeds underneath for Kelly on a hot pass. Kelly catches it and goes up and in off the right side. Kelly with 8 points in the opening half for the Patriots. GW pushing the lead back out to 22. Coles attacks the basket off the right side, high off the glass, and gets that friendly bounce home off the front of the cylinder. Back to a 20-point Patriot lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Feed inside for a cutting Lamb, and Lamb lays it up and in with ease. Lamb with 7 now in the half. Brock on the other end quickly puts the shot up and in. Lamb tried to get back and take the third charge of the half for the Patriots, but just couldn't get back in time. Great take there by Josh Brock. Count the bucket and the foul for the junior guard. And a line change again for the Patriots. Everybody but Noah Lewis checking out. In comes Tyler Maddox, Kai Martin, Dominic Sprouse, and Kingston Smith. Brock's free throw rolls around and out, no good. Offensive putback there from Knapp won't fall either. A long pass up the floor. Martin dishes back off for Dominic Sprouse, and Sprouse will lay it in off the left side. Very unselfish basketball by the Patriots in this first half of action. Deep three-pointer from the left side there. No good by Brock. Maddox with a rebound for the Patriots, and he'll bring it up the court now. Kicking in the corner for Sprouse. Spot up three. A little too long on that. Martin grabs the offensive rebound, though. Power dribble underneath. Through the contact. Can't finish, but he'll head to the free throw line. That's just the first team foul on the Warriors in this quarter. Went 6 minutes without committing a foul. And this one will send Kai Martin to the stripe to shoot 2. That is the first on Briar Mullins this game. As Martin leaves that free throw short.
Ray checks in the lineup for the Warriors.
As Briar Mullins checks out, back in is Caden Ray. One more on the way for Kai Martin. This one left short as well, so an 0 for 2 trip there. Patriots still lead by 22, though. Under 2 minutes to go now, opening half. Coles was looking for a screen, but instead going to try and get around Sprouse. He'll kick over in the corner for Ray. Now Ray will swing back out. Warriors will swing it over to Brock. Brock will try to drive in on Kingston Smith. Good help side there by Dominic Sprouse. And then Brock got the space he wanted and attacked again. Couldn't finish there. Rebound is gathered by Martin. Patriots quickly come the other way. Lewis. Jumper is up and no good. Try to get the offensive rebound. And a foul called on Noah Lewis. That'll be the team's 4th this quarter. 2nd on Lewis. Couple of empty possessions for the Patriots in the last few minutes. But playing good defense on the other end. Lewis with a steal, going to go for the score. Couldn't get the flush down that time, but he'll lay it up and in with the finger roll. 42-18, Patriots on top. Less than 50 seconds to go in the half. Brock working against Smith on the right side. drive into the paint, kick out onto the left wing for Ray. Now dish back off for Coles. Coles' jumper inside the three-point line from about 15 feet away is no good. And a timeout for GW. Quick 30-second timeout. They want to bring some subs back in. Back in come the starting five for the Patriots. Elizabeth Carmichael, State Farm agent located over in Ashton Plaza. Contact Elizabeth today for all your insurance needs at 304-344-3554. Again, that's 304-344-3554 or elizabethcarmichael.com. State Farm Insurance. Back on the floor for the Patriots, starting five. So everybody but Noah Lewis left there just a moment ago. It's been all GW from the jump. Got up 8-0 and then pushed that out to what would be a 20-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Have pushed it up further now to 24 in this second quarter. Harris will bring it across with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Thought about the three, now will step inside the three-point line, lost his dribble, back out to Lewis, and they'll reset things. Lamb drives in from the right wing, kicks out to Kelly. Kelly inside the paint, kicks out to Lewis. Lewis spot up three from the left corner, left it short, rebound tipped and controlled by the Warriors. Coles nearly loses it off the pass, but able to regather. Pull up from half court, left it short, and that's how we end the first half of play. Patriots and Warriors head to the locker room here at the half with GW on top by 24, 42-18. We'll step aside for a break, and then when we come back here in a little bit, we'll have the start of the second half of action for you here at George Washington High School in this MSAC matchup between the Riverside Warriors and the George Washington Patriots. We're back after this on High School Game Day.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
At Burke & Herbert Bank, we've been committed to supporting our communities for over 172 years. From helping local businesses grow to empowering families with tools to build their futures, we believe in making a difference where it matters most, right here at home. That's why we're proud to stand behind our local teams that embody the same values of hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Together, we're building stronger communities on and off the court. Burke & Herbert Bank is proud to provide service beyond expectations and is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Elizabeth Carmichael, State Farm agent, located over in Ashton Plaza. Contact Elizabeth today for all your insurance needs at 304-344-3554. Again, that's 304-344-3554 or elizabethcarmichael.com. Elizabeth Carmichael, State Farm Insurance. At the half, again, it's been all Patriots in this one from the opening tip-off. 42-18, GW on top. Patriots pushed an 8-0 lead out to this 24-point advantage here at halftime. After a 20-point lead at the end of the first quarter, GW taking advantage of this lead. It's able to rotate heavily there in that second quarter. As we take a look at some of the scoring breakdown in that first half of play. One of these players that we'll mention is going to be our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game. Who will it be? Well, we'll have to wait and find out after the second half of action, but a couple of candidates already so far for our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game. Let's take a look at the Warriors scoring breakdown first. They're led by Josh Brock, the junior guard. 10 points for him in that first half of play of the 18 for the Warriors. And Briar Mullins chips in 5 points, and then 3 points from Isaiah Coles. So just 3 players in the scoring column for the Warriors. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, who put 42 points on the board, distribute that amongst 8 players, in that first half of action. Noah Lewis leads all scorers with 13 points in the first half, has a 3-pointer to his credit as well, and played that whole first half after picking up 2 relatively quick fouls. And stayed out of foul trouble the rest of that half of action. Then Chuck Kelly, his cohort, the junior, finishing that half with 8 points. And then 4 points for Jeff Harris, 3 points from DJ Spencer and Savion Brown, and then 2 each for Dominic Sprouse and Kai Martin. So again, one of these players that we've talked about so far will be our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game, or could it be somebody unknown as of right now who comes in here in the second half and has a big game? We'll have to wait and find out. And don't forget, if you want to take this broadcast with you wherever you may go, take it on your phone or maybe even put it on your big screen TV. All you have to do is download the HD Media Plus app. It is totally free. You get access to all of our live streams, exclusive shows like Outside the Echo Chamber, and other features full of local content. And again, it's all totally free. HD Media Plus app available on all Apple, iOS, or Android platforms, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. Adam Rogers, our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us here this evening, where again it's been all GW from the opening tip-off. 42-18 is our halftime score. A little more than 3 minutes until the start of the second half. We'll step aside for another break, and then when we come back, we'll have second half action for you right here on High School Game Day.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar Stores. Download the Par-Mar Stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar Stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Getting ready to start the second half of play between the Patriots of George Washington and the Riverside Warriors. Adam Rogers, our media center crew, happy to have you with us here this evening. First high school basketball game in the 2025 calendar year. Appreciate you tuning in for this matchup tonight between these two MSAC conference foes. Patriots will start the second half with the basketball, and it'll send out the same five it began the game with of Kelly, Harris, Lewis, Mullen, and Lamb. And for the Warriors, same five minus Bryson Slack. Foul called on the floor against the Warriors. That is the team's first of the quarter, just 9 seconds into it. And the Warriors Brock. They'll get it on Josh Brock, his second. After the inbounds, Lewis's three is no good, and then a foul called on the rebound. Lamb fighting for that board underneath. And so we'll get Caden Ray with a foul. That is the team's second.
His second, team second.
Ray's second foul. Patriots back with the basketball there after that foul on the rebound. Harris with it in the left corner. Will kick back out to Lamb. Lamb spot up three. No good, but Mullen with a rebound for the Patriots. Harris feeds inside for Lewis. Lewis left the layup a little short there. And the miss is gathered by the Warriors, and Cole will come the other direction. Bryson Slack left that first quarter with what looked like an ankle injury. Came down on his foot or on somebody's foot wrong. And has left the game since then. He's been replaced by Dante Williams in the lineup. And on the other end, Briar Mullins with the jumper. And a kick ball out of bounds. And when I say out of bounds, I mean up into nearly the top row of the lower section of stands. Patriots will take back the possession. Up 22. Harris with a nice attack to the basket. Will dish off for Lewis. Lewis gets a nice little jumper there from a couple feet in front of the basket. He's got 15 points in the contest now. Warriors Just looking for a way to attack this Patriot defense. Mullen on the floor there trying to get a loose ball. Can't get it, but Noah Lewis will come away with a steal for the Patriot defense in the end, but wasn't prepared for somebody to come from behind and poke it away from him. Then the Patriots get a steal right back underneath the basket. Good hustle there from Chuck Kelly. Lamb comes away with it and brings it up for the Patriots. He'll backpedal out now. Swing to Kelly. Kelly finds Harris. Harris wide open. Buries it from the right wing. Jeff Harris with 7 points now in the contest. Patriots push the lead up to 27 now. Largest of the contest for GW. Williams will swing over to Brock. Brock with a feed inside, trying to get a cutting Mullins an open look. Couldn't get in there underneath the basket, but he'll knock down the jumper from the left side baseline. Now here comes full court pressure from the Warriors again. Inbound goes to Lamb. He'll go back to Harris and quickly up the floor to Kelly to break the press. Lewis feeds to Kelly on the right block. Kelly back out to Harris. Wide open top of the key. Buries it. Back-to-back triples for Jeff Harris, the senior guard. He's got 10 points, doubling up his season average in scoring at 5. And the Patriots push the lead up to 28 now. There's another steal underneath. Lamb comes away with it, a 3-on-2 fast break. Kelly gets the layup there, high off the glass and in. Kelly into double figures now with 10. And the Patriots make it a 30-point lead, 52-22. 4.5 to go in quarter number 3. A full timeout for the Warriors. They want to talk things over on the bench. We'll step aside for a short break as well. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Back here at George Washington High School. Halfway through the third quarter, which means we're that much closer to picking our player of the game, brought to you by Caldwell Luce DeTrapano. And we'll have that coming up for you at the conclusion of the fourth quarter. We get ready to restart quarter number 3 after a timeout from the Riverside Warriors. Down by 30, largest lead of the game for the Patriots. Cole thought about the 3, instead will drive toward the basket. Jumper from a couple feet out, knocks it down. Isaiah Coles, his second field goal of the night. He's got 5 points. And some full court pressure from Riverside. Coles will knock it out of Matthew Mullins' hands. They're at the very end of that Riverside bench. Kelly will inbound there just to the left of it. Coming to Harris. Harris will rip through that along the sideline. Kicks back out to Kelly. Kelly swings to Mullen. And over to Lamb. Lamb drives to the basket on the right side. Kicks back out to Harris. Thought about the 3. Instead will drive in. Back out to Kelly. Kelly drives in, has it cut off, passes it off for Noah Lewis. And Lewis going to be called for the offensive foul. A charge there taken by Dante Williams for the Warriors, and that'll be Noah Lewis's 3rd personal foul, the team's first of this third quarter. $28-point deficit for the Warriors. Mullins trying to help this Warrior offense get something going here. He'll get it now on the left wing. Couple of jab steps working against Jeff Harris. Gets into the paint, cut off at the elbow. Shot is blocked there by Harris. Harris with a bounce pass up the floor to Kelly. Kelly with a beautiful pass off for Lamb, and Lamb will lay it in off the left side. Lamb with 9 now in the contest. Patriots push the lead back up to 30. Foul called there on a shot from Dante Williams. That is the team's second. That'll be on Jeff Harris, his second personal foul. It's a good thing it was on Harris there and not on Noah Lewis. That would be his fourth. Lewis was in the vicinity of the defensive play there. Dante Williams on the year, 0 for 2 from the line. And make him 0 for 3 as he misses that one there. As Arik Booker checks in for Riverside. He'll replace Brycer Mullins. Second one rattles in and out. Still a 30-point Patriot lead. They quickly come the other way. Lewis thought about the three, instead will drive toward the basket, picks up his dribble, kicks to Mullen in the left corner. Swung back to Lamb. Lamb will come toward the top of the key, line up a three-pointer, can't get it to fall, but Lewis tips the rebound to Chuck Kelly, and then Kelly lays it up and in. So I don't know if on the stat sheet they'll give it officially this way, but should be Lewis with the rebound and then potentially even an assist to Chuck Kelly there. Make it a 32-point lead now, the Patriots' largest of the contest. 56-24, GW on top with just over 2 minutes to go. Kelly knocks the ball away and into the hands of Noah Lewis. Up the floor to Lamb. Lamb bounce pass off for Kelly. Kelly a couple of hesitations, gets a defender in the air, goes up and in. Count the bucket and the foul for Chuck Kelly. Kelly with 14 points in this contest now for the Patriots, far exceeding his scoring average on the season at a little more than 6.5. As the foul is called on Isaiah Coles, his second, team's third. Kelly, and one opportunity, can't hit it, but rebound is tipped and last touched by the Warriors. Kingston Smith trying to get the rebound there. And I think he honestly thought that it was last touched by him. He was about to head the other way and play defense, but then realized, oh wait, they said it was white basketball. So he'll reset there in that right corner as Sprouse gets it into Martin, right back off to Sprouse. Then swung over to Spencer and then to Kingston Smith. Martin thought about it for a second. Now we'll swing it to Savion Brown. 5 fresh bodies on the floor for the Patriots. Spencer, three-pointer left short. Rebound tipped around and a foul called on the rebound attempt. That will be the third team foul on GW. And let's see who they get that on. That'll be on Kai Martin, his second. Minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Patriots up 34. Now their largest of the contest. Continuing to add to it in this second half. Pass along the sideline, and they're going to say that it's last touched by the Patriots there along the sideline. May have gotten lucky that the person there on the bench didn't touch it before it was actually out. High pass on the inbound, stolen by Savion Brown. He falls to the ground, and a foul is called. That will be the fourth on Riverside as a team. And that is Cole's third personal foul. It's been GW in control of this one from the very beginning. Led 8-0 and then never looked back. Now lead by 34. Smith to Brown, top of the key, up and in. Savion Brown wide open. He's got 6 points now as he knocks down his first 3 of the night. Had an and one opportunity he converted on in the first half. Now the lead is 37. Every stop and score, the Patriots continue to build on their largest lead of the game. Coles attacks the basket there. A nice drive there by Coles, finishing through the contact on the runner. He'll cut the deficit down to 35. Again, the Patriots taking advantage of this lead here, of getting some of the younger, more inexperienced players minutes here in this second half. Dominic Sprouse, one of them, takes advantage of a spot-up three from the right wing and buries it.
Delay of game warning on the Patriots.
Now a delay of game warning on the Patriots. They get that three-pointer up on the board, though. Sprouse has got 5 points in the contest now. And the Warriors will cross the timeline with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Knapp will swing over, and it's swung into Cole's hands in the left corner. Back out to Ray. And they're not going to get a shot off before the buzzer expires. Took way too long trying to do anything there. We head to the fourth quarter of action. Patriots lead by nearly 40 in this one. 64-26. We'll step aside for a break and be back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Basketball to begin the fourth period of play.
Riverside basketball to start the fourth quarter of action. Checking in for GW, Tyler Maddox, and making his appearance for the first time tonight, Charlie Castle, number 10. Coles will cross the timeline and set things up for Riverside. Down by 38. Somewhere to attack against this Patriot defense. Cole's going to drive toward the basket against Brown. Kick into the corner for Mullins. Mullins gets his defender in the air, Dominic Sprouse, but can't finish on the drive. Miss is gathered by Charlie Castle, and the Patriots will push it the other way. Steven Brown nearly loses it, able to regather it back. Swung over to Castle, or excuse me, to Maddox. Back over to Sprouse, three-pointer up and good. Dominic Sprouse knocks that home from the left wing. He's got 8 points in the contest now, and the freshman continuing to show that the bright lights here at George Washington High School are not too bright for him. He and Kingston Smith, two freshmen on this varsity roster, continue to play great minutes for GW in the early part of this season. Sprouse gets an offensive rebound there. Can't get the follow to go, but he'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. As that will be the first team foul on the Warriors in this fourth quarter. We'll get it on Arik Booker. His first. Sprouse at the free throw line for the first time this season. First free throw, up and in. It's the second one. He'll join the double-digit club in scoring this evening. And he'll put it through. Sprouse with 10 points in the contest now, as he joins Chuck Kelly and Noah Lewis for the Patriots in double-figure scoring. 69-26, and then on the other end, Sprouse with a block. Smith feeds it to Maddox. Swung back to Sprouse. Castle, three-pointer from the left corner, a little too much on it. Sprouse with an offensive rebound. Can't get the shot to go either again, but he'll head back to the charity stripe once more. Good hustle there from the freshman, Dominic Sprouse. A couple of offensive rebounds, the last trips down the floor for GW. First free throw attempt is up and in.
DJ Spencer.
One more on the way for the freshman. DJ Spencer will check in for the senior Savion Brown. Second free throw from Sprouse is up and in.
Good on the second.
And Kai Martin will check in for Sprouse, who will check out with 12 points on the evening. 6:11 to go in this fourth quarter. The second unit playing a lot of minutes for the Patriots this evening, getting some valuable 7 p.m. minutes, as Coach Green put it earlier this year. He knows there's going to come a time in a game where he's going to need one of these guys for them to not be afraid of the moment. Three-pointer there off the mark from Booker, but a long rebound tracked down by Aiden Cook. Cole, pull up from just outside the paint, banks it in off the glass. Cole will have 9 points in the contest, now right at his season average. Patriots lead still at 71-28. Kingston Smith kicks out to Spencer. Spot up three, top of the key. It's up and in. DJ Spencer with his second three-pointer of the night. Going to try and play some defense on the other end there against Coles, but he'll give it up. Swung over to Mullins in the left corner. Back out to Cook in between the rings. Coles will now drive, kick out into the corner for Booker. Three-pointer up, and it'll rattle in and out. Spencer skies up to get the rebound, and now he'll push it up for the Patriots. Smith, if you're trying to feed back to Spencer, nearly knocked away, but then controlled. Back out to Maddox, top of the key three is up and no good. Rebound taken by Knapp, but he'll lose it to Martin. And then a foul called on the floor.
Martin's foul, he'll get to line shooting 2. Fouls on the Warriors, number 20.
They actually call that in the act of shooting.
Team
the third personal foul on the team. That is John Knapp, the senior's first. Kai Martin 0 for 2 earlier in this contest at the line. He'll hit the first one there.
Martin, good on the first.
Give him 3.
Jackson into the lineup for the Warriors.
As June Jackson, the freshman, checks in for Riverside. His first appearance of the night. Right there at the top of the set there. The free throw setup. Second free throw from Martin, no good as well. 4:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Patriots lead by 47. Largest of the contest for GW. Feed inside for Knapp, knocked away off the Patriots out of bounds. Good look there from Mullins to find him, but trying to fire it into double coverage there, and fortunate that it was last touched by the men in white. Knapp will kick out to Jackson and swung over to Mullins. Deep three there. Long rebound collected by Jackson. Jumper at the free throw line is up and good. He'll get into the scoring column quickly after checking in. Long pass up the floor, though, for the Patriots. Finds its way into the hands of Charlie Castle, and Castle will finish off the right side of the glass. Get another Patriot in the scoring column tonight. All but just a couple have scored for GW this evening, and there's still a little more than 3 minutes to go. Jackson lost it, last touched by Tyler Maddox out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Warriors. Eli Burke will check in for Riverside. Inbound comes into Jackson in the left corner. He'll come back out to Mullins. Caden Welch playing defense there. Had the hand up, but good shot there for Briar Mullins as he knocks down the three-pointer. He's got 12 points in the contest now for the Warriors. 44-point lead for GW. Castle, turnaround jumper is up and good. Castle with back-to-back buckets for the Patriots. Three-pointer left short there for Mullins. Rebound grabbed by the Patriots, and Maddox will bring it up for GW. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is up and good. Tyler Maddox into the scoring column for the first time tonight. And a foul called there on the Patriots. That'll be the team's first. That will be on Kingston Smith, his first on the freshman.
Foul on the Patriots, number 10, Charlie
Foul called on the floor. Actually, they're going to get Charlie Castle. They're going to get Smith there. That is Castle's first. Amir Mushmush in the game for GW. And a timeout for Riverside. Comes with 2:53 to go in this fourth quarter. 81-33 our score. We'll step aside for a break and be back with more fourth quarter action right after this.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Getting ready to resume fourth quarter action here. Coming up in just about 3 minutes, we'll have our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game for you. Off the inbounds, feed comes into Briar Mullins. He'll get the bucket to fall through the contact and the foul. He'll head to the stripe to try and convert on the and one. Foul called there on Caden Welch, his second. Team's second. Free throw up and good for Mullins.
Completes the three-point play for the Warriors.
Mullins now with 15 in the contest for the Warriors. But just too much firepower from this Patriot boys basketball team tonight. Mushmush turnaround jumper won't fall. Welch gets an offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. This Patriot basketball team never stops on a missed shot. Always trying to track down that offensive rebound. And they've gotten quite a few of them tonight against Riverside. Mullins kicks over to Jackson. Jackson loses it on the floor, and before he gets called for a travel or gets rid of it, a 30-second timeout called by Riverside. Elizabeth Carmichael, State Farm agent, located over in Ashton Plaza. Contact Elizabeth today for all your insurance needs at 304-344-3554. Again, that's 304-344-3554 or ElizabethCarmichael.com. Elizabeth Carmichael, State Farm Insurance. A little more than 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Again, it's been all Patriots in this one, 83-36. The Patriots have been in front of this one all game long and are set to win their fourth game this year by 21 or more points in 6 tries. Two minutes to go in the contest. Mullins drives, kick to the corner. Three-pointer is left long there for Aiden Cook. GW will grab the miss, and DJ Spencer will set the offense up for the Patriots. Kingston Smith will drive toward the basket. Gets that shot to go. Layup off the right side. Kingston Smith in the scoring column for the first time tonight. There's 2 players not in the scoring column for GW tonight on the roster. Mushmush just checked in the game a little bit ago, out on the court still for GW, and Matthew Mullen, who will not be back out on the court at any point tonight. It's one of the starters. Good take there by Briar Mullins. But like we've talked about with Coach Green earlier this season, Matthew Mullen doesn't need to score for the Patriots. What he does and every other aspect of the game for GW. Helps the Patriots win the game. As Mush will get in the scoring column there. Gets it in off the glass, off the right side. And when you look at the stats at the end of the game, Matthew Mullen, again, might not have scored, but he's usually plus 16, plus 17, 18 or so in terms of the scoring on the board when he's out on the court. Patriots are winning those minutes when he's out there. As Tyler Maddox checks back in the game for the Patriots. He will replace DJ Spencer. 30 seconds to go in the game. Patriots trying to just run some clock and end this one without putting any more on the board. So that will wrap this up. Riverside going to let the Patriots hold out this clock rather. Final 10 seconds of this one, and the Patriots will come away 87-38 victors. And we mentioned at the end of this one, we'd have our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game. Let's take a look at him there, coming back from the end, or in the middle there of the lineup for the Patriots. Chuck Kelly finishing with 14 points on the night. Also had a couple of deflections and steals in the game as well. A big game for the junior Chuck Kelly. Doubles his scoring average on the season. Coming into tonight with his 14 points in this matchup and the win for the Patriots over the Riverside Warriors. Again, Chuck Kelly, your Caldwell Luce DeTrapano player of the game. Patriots win this one 87-38. We'll step aside for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be joined by the head coach for the Patriots, Rick Green, and as well as a player will make their way up here. We'll be back right after this on High School Game Day.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
When working traffic across West Virginia, dealing with deaths and injuries is the toughest part of the job.
Around here, we're experts at survival, so you know the importance of buckling up.
Mountaineers are always free, but we're not free from consequences. Crashes can happen anywhere.
When you don't buckle up, you increase your risk of dying in a crash.
If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it.
Why? Because it saves lives. Always buckle up.
A message from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Back here at George Washington High School, Adam Rogers and our Media Center crew here on High School Game Day. Happy to have you with us. We're joined now by Savion Brown of the George Washington boys basketball team. First off, Savion, congrats on the win. Another victory for you guys, 6-0 on the season to start the year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And obviously, feels good to get the win, but probably feels good for you to get back out on the court after missing the last couple of games. How was that for you to have to sit and watch and be on the sidelines for those couple of games before getting to come back out here tonight?
Yes, sir. It was painful mentally and physically. I just wanted to play, be with the guys, and it would just suck sitting at home and not being able to do nothing for a week and a half.
I know you dealt with the injury last year you were coming off of with your leg injury, but dealt with that through the football season as well. So it's probably tough at times to have to sit there and watch after, being a part of everything and then having to pull back for a second. But today you got out there and were able to be a big spark for the team in the second part when they got the second group on and finished with 6 points in the game.
Yes, sir. Thank you to God. It could always be a lot worse, but him looking over me and my brothers and the team and, keeping everybody safe. So giving me these minor injuries be able to come back.
And you guys had another good team win today. These wins that you guys have had so far this season, it's been very team-oriented. It seems like a lot different from last year's team. How do you guys feel in the locker room about this team so far in this 2024-25 season?
We're just together, closely bonded as a team. After practices, some days we'll go out to eat with each other and stuff. And we're always doing something, whether going to watch games as a team. So we're just closer together as a group of guys and not just teammates, but a family of brothers.
And defense has been the marquee for you guys that's led to your offense throughout the course of this season so far. And you play a big part in that defense with your active hands, getting a lot of steals and forcing the tempo for the other team. How has it been to see that come into play for you guys so far in the early part of this year, that defense has really helped transition your offense quite a bit?
Oh, we love defense over here. That's all we preach in practice. We can have bad offense, but as long as we can stop their offense from scoring with our defense, then we're good.
And Savion, you guys got a little bit of time between games now. You're up again next week as you take on Spring Valley. What do you guys have to do here in the next week to get yourself ready to go mentally and physically to go for that trip to Spring Valley?
Monday and Thursday, we got to come in, work hard every day, all the 2 hours we can get, and just be prepared. I think we'll do it.
All right, Savion, any last thoughts before we pass you off to one of your teammates here?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, Savion, thank you for your time here. We'll pass things off to Matthew Mullen.
Yes, sir.
Step over here now. Matt, again, first off, congratulations on the win. Another good team win for you guys here, 6-0 on the early part of the season.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's great to always win on the hill.
And again, another good team win. Everybody chipped in scoring-wise. You're the only player that came in that didn't score for the second time this season that everybody's been able to play. But we talked about it with Coach Green, and I know that doesn't bother you. And can you explain why that doesn't necessarily
it doesn't bother
you?
me. As long as we're getting wins at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as I can come in, play my role, do what I need to do to make the team win, that's all we need to do.
Because you do a lot of things that help the team win, even despite not scoring. You show up in other places in the stat sheet for this team, your defensive hustle and effort that you provide. And something Coach Green talked about is that then translates to you may not score, but you get plus 16, plus 18 in your plus minus in the scoring stuff with your being out on the court. That is a huge boost to this team, obviously, as well.
Yeah, bringing the energy is what I need to do for our team, and it creates good opportunity for us. And just that's why I just play my role, and that's all we got to do for a win.
And we've talked about it a lot so far this season. Through these 6 wins, a lot of these games have been because of the defensive pressure and effort up front that then leads to your all's offense.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, defense wins championships. If we can just keep playing D, keeping teams under 40, I think we're being in a pretty good spot, even if our offense isn't necessarily going our way.
And we talked a lot about, too, obviously Noah controls a lot of attention from teams, but you guys have other guys that can step up and score for you when you need to, and you're able to distribute the scoring at any time, and you can't just shut one player down for you guys to then keep the offense off the scoreboard.
Yeah, we got a really deep bench. We got like 10 guys that can easily play, all can get in there, score, and it just really is helpful for us, and especially Noah, too, because it gives him, a release of pressure. So really good for us.
And then we've talked with Coach Green, too, throughout this early part of the season as well about getting some of the younger guys that are there toward the back half of the bench some minutes here, this 7 p.m. minutes, as he calls them, getting them varsity action. And you've been able to pull away early in a couple of these games and get them some deep minutes in these games. How valuable is that for the team as you look ahead? I know you guys don't want to look too far ahead, but when you start thinking about the goals that you guys have in mind of making it to the state tournament there at Charleston Civic Center and potentially playing or winning a state championship, you know you're going to need guys like that down the road. How big is it to have some of these opportunities here early in the beginning part of the season so they can get their feet wet and the lights aren't so bright for them when they get there down the road?
Yeah, that's a key factor for us. I mean, having all that big bench helps so significantly to our team, and just getting the minutes now helps now. Like playing these teams that we can dominate just helps for later in the season. We're going to have a hard stretch upcoming.
Matt, any final thoughts before we let you go and pass things off to Chuck Kelly?
No, I'm good. Just great win for today.
Matt, appreciate your time.
Yep, thank you.
We'll bring Chuck Kelly over here now. We got a group of Patriot players here behind us as we're passing off between radio and here. Chuck, our Caldwell Luce to Trapano player of the game tonight. First, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on our player of the game award. No trophies or anything to hand you, but congratulations again. A good team win again here tonight for you, Chuck.
Yeah, we've put a couple games together, played pretty well, but we just got to keep working, get better. You know, back into the schedule's gonna hit, and got to keep getting better for tournament time.
I know we've talked a lot about how your role has evolved over the last couple of years now, and that you've had to take more of a little bit of a scoring role here this year. 14 points for you tonight. What was going for you early on?
Well, my teammates were just trying to get me open, and I was running the break, and them just being unselfish, like they could probably shoot those layups and make most of them, but they decided to give it up. You know, pretty unselfish basketball from all of us today.
I would say you guys really love to share the ball. You're right. There's a lot of opportunity where guys could just take it all the way in, but they look for that extra pass. How great is that to see that so early on here in the season for you guys, where you know your teammates are looking for that extra pass to share the sugar?
Yeah, I think it's all about trust, and I feel like we all trust each other, and we just want to get the best shot. And if we're not completely open, then we want to pass it out and try to get a better shot. And that just goes into our team chemistry and our bonding as a team, and I think that's great.
What are the things that you guys do off the court together? You guys talk a lot about the bonding and things you guys do. What are some of those things you guys get together and do outside of basketball that has helped you guys? That you could
yeah,
say,
no, I got
you.
You
could say
we have after practice, we go to eat almost every day with each other. You know, we'll just give rides, go somewhere. We all play video games together, freshmen through seniors. Like we just love each other. We like to spend time with each other.
Chuck, I appreciate you. Any last thoughts before we let you pass things off to Coach Green?
No, I'm good.
All right, Chuck, we appreciate your time again. Our Caldwell Luce to Trapano player of the game, Chuck Kelly, and we'll now be joined by the head coach himself. Got to wipe off that sweat again. It's always a good sign when you're wiping the headset off when you know your boys are sweating, right?
Yeah, what great kids. You know, they just play together. You watch that. You've seen us play a lot, and it's just so unselfish. A lot of times that ball goes one more time around, and the kid who made the last pass maybe could have shot it. Wouldn't have been a bad shot, but there's somebody over in the corner wide open. So they just been a real pleasure to coach, and you know, we're not done by any means, and our schedule really gets tough. We go to Spring Valley on Friday, a big conference game. So we got to come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and prepare for Spring Valley. And then we're in Kentucky with Evangel Christian, which, they're very good coming out of Kentucky. So that's our week next week. And then we come in, and Huntington's here. We go to Capital, go to Parksburg. So we got 2 weeks that we can't rest on what we've done. We got to get better.
How great is it to see this team already 6 games into the year share the ball like that? You talk about them passing up opportunities to get their teammate a better opportunity. To see it so early on with this group here in this season, how great is that from you as a coach to see that they're bought into the team aspect of it so early on?
Oh, it's awesome. And Noah and Chuck and the guys are different ones will say, well, they've played that way coming up, and then they do. And all we try to do is reinforce that. But that first is the character of the kids. You know, I mean, we've had teams that And everybody has this coach that it's hard to get them to make an extra pass, though you're trying to do it. So we're not coaching any different. These kids are just more more receptive to what's going on, and they naturally play that way. So right now, from a coaching standpoint, it's been just excellent from my standpoint.
And you talk about the tough stretch for you down the road as you get toward your goal of trying to make it to the state tournament again, try to win another state championship. Another game where you have an opportunity to get your second group of guys and even your third group of guys in there at the end of the bench. Some valuable minutes. You talk about those 7 p.m. minutes a lot with us. How great was it to have another game like that here early in the season where you know this is going to help you down the road when you may need one of those guys in a pinch moment?
Right, and I go back to what we just talked about. The kids coming out get less minutes. They get less stats. They get less shot, and you don't see any change in them. They're cheering for the guys that are in. So even though they're not necessarily a close game at times, that's still very valuable minutes when you're playing on a varsity floor. And now we'll just see who can be the most consistent and see how far down we can still use our bench. We have a lot of faith in them, and different guys bring different things off the bench. So we're really happy with our depth and how things are going at this point.
You mentioned game up next Friday night at Spring Valley. Another tough test. Always tough to go play a Spring Valley team no matter what sport it is. And, they're always tough there in the Wolves' Den. What do you have to do here in the next 7 days to get better to go get another win there at Spring Valley?
Well, they're undefeated, and they're scoring a ton of points. And the main thing we have to do is we got to take away their fast break. They're just gone. They're one of the best fast-breaking teams. They're very similar to how Woodrow does it. They're just gone. And Huntington runs well in Capital from that standpoint. So we got to make sure we get back and get their break stopped and get them in a half-court offense. If we do that, then I like our chances a whole lot better. If they're breaking out and we're not getting back on defense, it's going to be a long night.
Coach, any final thoughts before we let you go and break things down with your team in the locker room?
No, people ought to come and watch this team. They're fun to watch. You don't always have a team like this, especially nowadays. Everything is about me, and I want more. I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to leave, or leave anywhere here, anybody else, because I got to get my 12 points, and, everybody's always hunting for that glory. And usually they don't find it. So, no, I would just encourage people. These guys are old school guys. I'd encourage people, if they want to see people play basketball and play together and attempt to play it the right way, they ought to come out and watch them.
It's a fun group behind us hanging out here.
They are.
Definitely got a good group here, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks when you
come
back to home.
You guys do a great job.
Appreciate
thank you.
Coach. Again, that does it for us here at George Washington High School. Patriots come away with the 87-38 victory. We want to thank Coach Rick Green for stopping by there for a little bit, as well as from the 3 players who joined us there in Savion Brown, Matthew Mullen, and Chuck Kelly. Chuck Kelly, our Caldwell Luce to Trapano player of the game, as he leads the team down the stairwell back to the team locker room as they, again, put the bow on this one tonight early, pulling away with an 87-38 victory. Again, up next for the Patriots, as we mentioned, is a road trip at Spring Valley. That tips off at 7 o'clock next Friday night. Up next for Riverside will be a Tuesday night matchup taking on the Hurricane Redskin. Our next GW home basketball game will be a big one come the middle of January. The Patriots and the Black Eagles of South Charleston tip things off January 16th at 7 o'clock. That'll be our next home Patriot basketball game for you. That will do it for us here tonight at George Washington High School. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Patriots with the win, 87-38, improve to 6-0 on the season. Warriors fall to 2-4. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll see you back here inside George Washington High School on January 16th for that big rivalry matchup with the South Charleston Black Eagles. See you then.